Low Key in Alignment podcast. I'm your host, Alani.
And I'm your host, Dana.
And welcome to the first episode of 2024. We're so excited to be filming our first episode of the year.
I know.
We're not really filming, recording, because this is an audio only.
Yes.
And they're going to be audio only for a while. So just do what y'all usually do. Listen to us, whether you're going to sleep, driving to work, just waking up. Just enjoy the sounds of our voices as we talk today about just New Year's themed things and just take you guys on a journey and an update on us.
Yes. And this will be audio only, but it's still going to be available on all streaming platforms. So you can still click on it on YouTube if that's the easiest way for you to watch it. So don't worry. We're still going to upload it everywhere. So yeah.
Everywhere podcasts are found. You can listen to us this year. We're going into our second year of having a podcast.
Can you believe that?
No.
That is crazy.
I'm so proud of us. This is episode 10.
I know.
This is our 10th episode of Low Key in Alignment.
That's big.
We're so proud of doing this. And we've been sharing and open and it's just beautiful. It's been a beautiful, beautiful journey.
And just to think back to that very first episode and to see where we are now, both of us individually and together on this podcast, just the transformations we've gone through.
Yes.
It's crazy.
And still going through. So that brings us to, I know it's been a while. Our last episode was filmed on December 3rd. And today is January 20th.
Yes.
And so we have some life updates. Ooh. You want to start us off? What's been new with you from then to now?
From December 3rd to now, I would say it's been very transformative. I feel like I've gone through a very dark time. December was just a rough month for me.
Same.
And which is just crazy because I always look forward to December every year. And I'm like,
we were looking forward to it in that episode.
Hello? Right.
Last episode, we were just so excited.
Yeah. Our birthdays were coming up.
Things were looming, though.
Yeah.
Things were definitely looming. But yeah, you turned 28.
Ooh, child. Grown woman.
28 down.
Period. I can't believe it. So yeah, I just went through a very dark time in December. And I'm like, December, why would you do this to me? But it's okay because we're out on the other side. You know, I just feel like a lot of necessary things happen, and I just feel like I've learned a lot and grown a lot since then. So yeah, and I
hope you plan to share that on the podcast. Not exactly, but just like how you grew, so that our listeners can take some tidbits from that too.
Oh, for sure.
And I know that I will, because that's the whole purpose of this podcast. It's like, I don't want to be guarded. I want to be open and share and help people. Because you never know what people are going through who are listening, where this may find, who this may find.
Yeah. I'm more than happy to share.
Come on.
I went through a heartbreak. And I would say it was my very first heartbreak. So one, I didn't know how to handle it. I didn't know how to process it. There were a lot of emotions that I had, and I did not know what to do with them. I feel like it really showed me you are human, because I felt a range of emotions, went through the grieving process, and I felt everything. Yeah. And I'm typically the type of person who's like, okay, I feel sad or I feel mad or whatever. Okay, I gotta get over it. But no, I sat in it. Yeah. And I sat in it for weeks.
No way through it, but through it.
Exactly. No way. Yeah. Couldn't go around it. And I would say, I feel like a lot of what was healing for me was being surrounded by such an amazing support system. You, shout out to you and several of my friends, my mom, just family, being around them. It was just, it just definitely helped through this dark time. And I honestly can't say I know I would make it through that without the support of everybody who showed up for me.
For sure. Beautiful. And life updates for me from our last episode to now, turned 27.
Dang.
Went through a breakup.
Ooh.
Yes. So went our separate ways. Our story has ended, but my life still goes on. I still have a life to live.
You do.
So we just move forward. Yeah. I also really took a leap on faith and stepped out to really meet my best self and like live my best life.
What you did, girl?
I'm like, I left my full-time job and I'm going contract and doing travel social work.
Yeah,
Which
y'all
is-
clap it up for my girl.
I'm so excited for this journey. It's insane.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna be moving to a completely different state area
Crazy.
in about 2 weeks now.
Mhm.
And I'm just so excited.
Yeah.
Like beyond excited. This year is a life path number 8. And I
Mhm.
have a life path number 8.
Period.
So me in this year, I've been feeling it coming towards the end of 2023. There was something about 2024 that felt like it was mine.
Mhm.
And I'm just very happy for what's to come and
Yeah.
like for what I'm in now.
Yeah.
Like for the present moment, I'm grateful for all my past moments, my present moment, and my future moments. And
For
I'm
sure.
just happy. And of
Yeah.
course, like grief and everything
Mhm.
teaches you how strong you are, baby. I'm built for tough.
Come on.
Okay?
Yeah.
I'm built for tough. Georgia strong. Georgia strong.
Built out of steel.
I that is one thing I do know.
Come on.
Okay?
Yes.
And I mean, I have such an abundance of love
Mhm.
and light around me and within me,
Mhm.
and it's with me.
Yeah.
Like, so I think that anyone out there who's going through a loss or a heartbreak, know that the love is inside of you.
For sure.
And everything that you experience love from is really just you shining back to you. It's you never lost anything.
Come on.
It doesn't leave you. It's all within you.
Mhm.
So I carry it with me
Yeah.
today as I sit right here.
Come on.
Tomorrow, the next day, the next day.
5
and
years from now.
Glory to God.
And I just
Okay?
have to tell you, I've already told you before, but I'm just extremely proud of you.
Thank you.
I really am. Like, this is something you've been talking about, wanting to travel for so long.
Yeah.
Like, wanting to live somewhere else, wanting to travel, do whatever. And I'm just very proud of you for taking that leap and doing it.
Yeah, making it happen. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. I appreciate
No
that. And I
problem.
received that.
Good.
And it's something like, that's why I want to share.
Mhm.
Anyone out there, is if there's something that you want to do, like just do it. If you believe that you can, you will.
Yeah.
Like law of assumption.
Okay.
Just believe it. And once you know that you can do it, it's done already.
For sure.
And I mean, that was this whole transition happened within a matter of like weeks.
Yeah.
I didn't really know much about travel social
Mhm.
work. I had an inkling of interest. I researched. I just kind of like made it happen, and everything
Yeah.
just fell together
Mhm.
perfectly.
Yeah, literally, we recorded our last episode December 3rd. You were like, oh, I'm thinking about travel social work, but you had not done anything
No.
for it, and now here you are, contract, got everything in place, you're ready to go.
And let me set the scene too, just to let people know like about how much of a process that is that got
Mhm.
done in such a short period of time.
Mhm.
I'm a social worker. I have a license in Georgia. I'm only licensed in Georgia. I was at the time.
Right.
For the states that you go to, you have to get endorsement. So you
Mhm.
have to get licensed through that state, which is a whole process.
Yep.
And I'm looking through the group. There's like a travel social work group on Facebook. I'm looking in the group. And for the state that I'm going to, they're like, it takes about 6 to 8 weeks. I got my license from them in less than 2 weeks.
Mhm.
The journey and the path has just been blessed and
Yeah.
guided the whole way.
Your steps have been ordered for you.
Yes.
The path has been created and laid out brick by brick.
And it feels so good.
Yeah.
In life, sometimes we make decisions and they feel funny. I had my doubts about you from the start. So you be having your doubts about situations. But this, like, there's none of that.
Yeah.
Like, it feels
Mhm.
so right.
Yeah.
So I just want to inspire anybody. If there's something you've been thinking about that you've been holding yourself back from doing, you can absolutely do it the minute you give yourself permission.
Oh, not you reading me.
I had so many excuses. I did.
Yeah.
2023, I had so many excuses of why I couldn't live my best life.
Right.
I now, here I am living my best life
Mhm.
because I just decided that I'm allowed to,
Yeah.
that I can,
Yeah.
and
Wow.
not looking back.
Nobody's stopping you.
And that leads us into our next topic, which is learning to let go. Because it's hard to move forward into your dreams if you're still clinging on to the past or clinging on to anything.
I agree.
And I have a story about this. It's called, I don't know if it really has a name. I
The
saw it on
mountain
social
man.
media. The mountain story. So there's this man, and he is climbing this mountain, icy, it's snowy, it's a blizzard, a storm comes while he's climbing down this mountain. And he just like calls out to God, and he's like, God, what should I do? And he hears in his gut, in his intuition, a voice say, just let go. And he was too scared. He clung to it. The next morning, he's frozen to death to the mountain. The storm clears, and he realizes he was only about 2 feet off the ground. So had he let go the way that his gut told him to, he would have survived. So that is the message of like learning to let go.
For sure. And I feel like you and I are both those type of people who just pride ourselves on just being so loyal and just feeling like we got to see it through, my boy.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's just such a resistance.
Yes.
And I feel like, I can't speak for you, but I know for myself, several times in several instances, I'll get that gut feeling of, you know, this isn't right for you. You know, you need to walk away or do whatever it is and just not do it.
Yeah.
And so then you're not, so it's like, okay, so you're not going to listen. So now I'm going to have to show you.
I'm going to yank it from you.
Yeah. Now you have no choice.
Yeah.
So.
For sure. And that's definitely what happened to me.
Me too.
I mean, I in no way want to portray that I just was Miss Walk Away and all that, because I absolutely was not. But when it's done, it's done.
Yeah.
And when it's over, it's really over, and you have to like let go.
For sure.
No matter how it comes to part from you, you know that you needed to part from it.
Yeah. Ooh.
Jobs, relationships, friendships. Sometimes
family relationships.
Yeah, like when their time is up and that contract is over with on that cosmic level, it's over with. And it doesn't matter what your earthly self wants to cling to. It's done.
It is.
And you will be let go or be dragged.
Come on.
Let go or be dragged, my friend.
If you take nothing else, take that.
We don't want anybody to be dragged. We don't want to be dragged, and we don't want y'all to be dragged. Yeah. Every single person listening, we do not want you guys to be dragged anywhere. You will be okay.
Yeah. And I feel like, I
got too much. Go ahead.
I was about to say, I feel like it comes from having confidence and trust in yourself, because you get that, like, your gut is not lying to you, your intuition.
No.
And when I talked to my therapist about it, she was saying that all of us have a wise woman that lives inside of us, whether you call it your gut instinct, your intuition, woman's intuition, whatever, it lives inside of you.
Love that.
Me too. And now it's time to turn up the volume so you can hear her more clearly.
Yeah.
And learn when it's time to let go.
Exactly. And when, there's always red flags and stuff along the way. You can't beat yourself up. Even with a job, whatever. Like leaving my job, because it doesn't just apply to relationships. But when I got there, it was just totally different than what I expected. And of course, like, I saw people like talking bad about the place after I got there. And I didn't really leave because of them. It was just a life change. Like, it doesn't matter if it was the best job in the world. I needed to move. I needed to explore and go where I needed to go. But still, just knowing when to leave and to save yourself that hurt and feel like you're not wasting time. But everything also happens for a reason.
Exactly.
So sometimes you miss those red flags because you were meant to go through this process with whoever or wherever to get where you're at now.
Exactly. And you never know what you were meant to learn
from that situation.
So it's good.
And it also flows us into values, like what we value, the importance of having values and auditing your values. And that's something that you can do in the new year.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to stop planning for the new year just because we're 20 days in.
Right.
Your new year can start whenever you want it to start. Okay.
I was watching a video and a girl was saying, my new year is starting in February. She was like, 2024 only has 11 months for me.
Yeah, that was me. Like New Year's Eve, I was at home just like healing, taking care of myself. I did not want to be around people.
Yeah.
I did not want to be around anyone else's energy but my own. And that was good for me. It's like you have to know when to do stuff good for you. Life is not a script.
Exactly.
If everyone around you is celebrating and you don't feel celebratory, you don't have to do that. So I just want to say that too. Like this is the year of doing what you need to do,
for sure,
and not following any type of guideline or the trends or feeling like I have to pretend to fit in. I ain't pretending nothing.
Okay.
If I'm not feeling it, I'm not there. If I'm not feeling it, I'm not posting. I took a little break off social media, and then when I'm feeling like myself again, then I post when I want to post. But it's nothing like I don't have anything to prove to anybody. I don't need validation from anyone. That is left in 2023.
Come on.
Poof, be gone. Poof, be gone.
Hey. Man.
What are some of your values?
I would have to say Definitely loyalty is a big one for me.
Same.
So yeah, loyalty, family. I feel like, so I live 2.5 hours away from all of my immediate family, siblings, parents, nieces, nephews. And so it's kind of been hard being away from them because like, I just can't go to so-and-so's house or just, my mama ain't just cooking meals and I come get a plate. But it's definitely been hard, but I feel like it gives me a greater appreciation for when I do have that time with them.
Yeah.
And family has just always been something that is just so important to me. And I just love my family. Love y'all.
Awesome. Some of mine are commitment.
Mm-hmm.
I honor my commitments, and when I'm committed, I'm in it 100%.
Sure.
Loyalty, for sure. That's not even really a choice. That's just what I saw growing up, and that's just what's ingrained in me. Like, you don't turn your back on the people that you love, and you don't walk away. Like, you keep trying and you keep loving until you can't no more.
Yeah.
But one thing that I added to my value list after 2023 and going through everything that I went through is myself.
Come on.
I value what I want and who I am and like my self concept. So that is now on the list of values, because if you value loyalty and commitment, then you're placing people outside of you
above yourself. Mm-hmm.
So I need to value loyalty and commitment to myself first before I can value giving it to other people.
That's
where I'm at right now.
I love that.
Yes.
Ooh, okay.
And what about some of our 2024 ins and 2024 outs? And we can share one each and go back and forth.
Okay, yeah. And y'all feel free to leave comments telling us your 2024 ins and outs.
Also some of your values.
Yeah, we would love to know your values. I would definitely have to say one of my ins would be being more intentional this year.
Okay.
Like, not just going through the flow of the year, but actually making every step I take this year be meaningful.
Awesome.
For something, for my betterment,
Yes.
Mm-hmm. What about
I name 2 ins. Solo dates.
Okay.
And faith to go where you cannot see.
Ooh. Okay. I would have to say another in for me is going to be standing on business.
Okay. And what does standing on business mean for you?
So for me, if I set a standard or a moral or whatever it may be for myself, I'm sticking to that.
Period.
I'm not moving the goalposts for nobody, for nothing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, Lord. God. Another in I have is getting ready every day.
Okay.
And cooking at home.
Okay. Do you have any type of specific? So when you say getting ready every day, you mean like just making yourself look presentable?
Put together. Like, if you're honestly getting ready every day, because this is just for 2024, and maybe getting out the house every day. Oh. I know that sometimes you want to stay inside all day every day, but I think you should at least, my effort and what I feel like is getting out once a day every day.
Oh,
for sure.
Love that.
So I'm going to try to hold myself to that.
Okay. Another in I would say for me is making myself my highest priority.
Come on.
So anything I want, taking my health more seriously, physical, mental, emotional, everything. Prioritizing my finances, taking myself out, doing more for myself. You know what I mean?
Yes. And I'm just going to name some in a group.
Okay.
And complimenting yourself.
Period.
Slowing down.
Okay.
Trusting your intuition. Experiencing life more.
Come on.
Appreciating the small things. Allowing yourself to receive. Asking for help. Complimenting strangers, letting things go, and feeling. Really feel your emotions. Don't try to mask everything. The only way through it is through it. If you feel sad, I've been loving that lately. If sad or angry, just feel it. It's going to go away. I promise you won't stay there. People don't want to feel their emotions because they're scared they'll be stuck there. That's how you get unstuck.
Exactly.
If you turn a blind eye and you're sad and you try to do something to make yourself unsad, that sadness is just going to bubble right back up tomorrow. And the next day and the next day. And then 2 years from now, you won't be over it. Just feel it. And then even deeper than that, your emotions are a sign of something that you need to grow and change.
Ooh.
Like it's pointing to something.
Mhm.
Like if your arm hurts, there might be something wrong. It's you don't want the pain, but it's trying to talk to you. It's your body talking to you. That's what your emotions are.
Ooh.
I'll cover it. That's what we do in 2024.
That's what we do in 2024.
No more blind eye. No more living in the shadows. No more elephant in the room that we won't address.
Come on.
No more of that.
No more bottling up our feelings.
No.
No
That
more
leads
being
us into them outs. What you got?
I would say one out, which I done already touched on, letting boundaries slide.
Come
we
on.
ain't doing that in 2024.
Not round here, partner.
Not around here, partner.
Not round here.
We're not doing it for another person, a relationship, a job, family, friends. We're not doing it for nobody.
Nope.
And when I said stand on business, that's what I'm talking about right there.
No is a full sentence.
Period.
Out, living in fear.
Oh.
Extremism.
Oh.
Keeping people around who don't root for you. Caring about what other people think of you.
Okay.
External validation is gone.
Ooh.
Holding on to stuff and suppressing your emotions.
Self-doubt is gone.
Come on.
Living life for other people is gone.
Let's go.
Watching other people live life instead of actually living it for ourselves.
Yeah.
We done with that, y'all. We not doing that in this new year.
Putting off simple tasks. That's something I've been doing way better with.
Okay.
I'll have an urge to like do something. Like I need to get something.
Mhm.
And instead of like even giving myself an option, I literally just do. If you struggle to do this, what I do is I just like do what I have to do. Put my shoes on, put pants on, put my shirt. Like it's that step by step.
Yep.
And I just autopilot do it so that it's not a decision I really have to make. I'm just dressed and I'm walking out the door and I have to go. Because I'm that type of person. Like
Period.
sometimes I just don't want to do that.
I feel that. Another out for 2024. Following trends.
Yeah.
Trying to keep up with everybody on social media. Y'all, it's fake.
It's so fake.
Spoiler alert, it's fake.
It's so fake.
We're not doing that.
It's not real.
It's
Overthinking simple decisions. That's out.
Come on.
Not receiving princess treatment is out.
Out.
It's been out. That's been out since 2021. Fear of being seen.
Ooh.
That's one that's really out for me. Like I said, in 2023, I held myself back in a lot of ways. Oh, so sick of it. I'm so excited to not do that this year. I don't even know what me not doing that looks like.
Right.
So when everybody sees me, I may look totally different.
Right. They were like, who is this?
I'm telling you, because what I'm about to do this year, every little thing I'm about to do, I have never done. Ugh. Oh, mic drop.
Y'all stay tuned.
Well, we have like a little funny story that is like a That's So Us moment to share. Dana, do you have the post up?
Child, so let me tell y'all about Alani.
Hold on. I'm gonna have to tell how I picked you. You let them know what you sent me and then let me explain myself.
You both gonna have my turn to talk.
Go ahead.
So I saw this cute little post on Instagram. It was like, ask your friends which type of light you are. And I'm like, oh, that's cute. The different types of light are starlight, sunlight, candlelight, northern lights, moonlight, lightning, and street light. So I asked Alani. I sent it to her and I was like, which light am I? And what you said, Alani?
So she sent it to me and I scrolled through and look at each one and there's no written description with these lights.
Nope.
It's just the lights.
And the pictures, like all the different types of lights, they each have like a bunch of pictures surrounding them.
Of what they are.
Yeah.
And so I'm just scrolling through it. I'm really putting forth effort and thought into it. Let me see. I'm really putting forth effort and light into it. Thought into it. And I told her, I was like, street light. Because street lights make you feel safe and not alone. And that's you as a friend. Street lights are comforting.
And I was like, okay, street light.
I thought I ate with that one.
She really thought she ate that.
That was just so good.
And so she asked me, what about me? And I said, I would definitely say you're the northern lights. And I was like, as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, that's Alani. And she was like, oh. And I was like, because when I see northern lights, I see brightness and something full of wonder. Like you. Something that draws people in and gives them a sense of happiness. And she was like, oh, with the crying emojis. And I was like, and I got street light.
Street light. And she made it sound, And she said it like that. She made it sound so bad. I was laughing so hard because I'm like, I would pick street
You
light.
really would. I'm like,
I
wow.
would pick street light.
Street light.
But man, there's nothing wrong with street light. Y'all let me know in the comments if my description was cute. If y'all say, oh, when I said that, if y'all were looking crazy at it being street light.
You really thought you ate with that
I
one.
really did think I ate.
She was
I
like,
thought I cooked with that
She
one.
like, street lights are beautiful and symbolic. I was like, girl,
It's a street light. And I was laughing. Man, that was just too
that was hilarious. And that's just
funny.
very on brand for us.
so on brand. I'm at work like crying, laughing. I could not stop laughing.
I wish y'all could have seen the way I was looking when I saw street lights.
Yeah, I could tell by her responses. Like they was all like dried up. I was like, oh, she don't like street light.
Like, not of a street light.
It's just so crazy.
And I was like, I think of a street walker, a night walker.
And people was in the comments like, there's some people I want to call a street light.
Exactly.
I didn't see that before I picked it. But when I saw it after and I was laughing even more, I'm like, other people even think street light is bad.
Ain't nobody trying to be a street light.
Oh my
Would y'all want to be a
God.
street light?
Now, just let me know. Let me know.
I was like,
please.
she could have done a cute little moonlight, a little candlelight.
I was trying to pick out one I thought was authentic.
You think I'm a street light? That's what it's giving.
I gave a nice, sweet explanation. That was not good enough for sis, y'all.
It wasn't,
Let me
y'all.
know what y'all think.
Man, don't be a street light, y'all. Don't let nobody tell you you're a street light. It's 2024.
In closing, we have just want to wrap up today's episode with saying like the beauty of the human experience and the highs and lows, the grief, the deaths, the rebirths, the happiness, all the pain and happiness that we feel inside is just a reminder, like Dana said earlier, that we're alive and we are here to have a human experience. If we were still just like our souls in that celestial plane, they don't get to feel those things.
Come on.
We asked to be here to have the full human experience. So overall, I'm grateful.
Me too.
I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful for every single emotion, every hardship, every joy. And we just want to remind everybody just to be grateful this year for everything, for it all, the good and the bad. And I have like a little quote that I want to share.
Okay.
If you chase butterflies, they'll go away. But if you spend your time making a beautiful garden, the butterflies will come to you. And even if they don't, you'll still have a beautiful garden.
Oh.
So we want to leave you with that.
Yay.
We love you guys.
Yay.
Thanks for listening to another episode of the Low Key in Alignment podcast.
Don't worry, there'll be plenty more.
So much
episodes
more.
to come.
Even though I'm moving,
Yeah.
like we're going to we got the hookup
We're gonna flip and tumble it. Don't worry.
every time.
Just stay tuned.
We are consistent. We will be back. Y'all will hear us, and
We sending y'all love and light,
Love and light.
healing.
keep it low key.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.